Hey, hey, hey. Hiya. I'm just waiting to see them coming. Okay, we're gonna give it a minute or two so everyone can come in. We're not gonna do a long stream tonight, but we are gonna have some fun. Okay, as you come in, leave a comment. As you come in, leave a comment. And we're still on the series of energy. We're still talking about energy. We're still talking about how these major corporations are trading in energy. Laws are written, hey Dimples, to license energy or to restrict it. And when I say energy, I mean your energy. Hey Connor, welcome. Laws are created to do that. Brittany, welcome. Avian, welcome. Leanne, welcome. Kimberly, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay. So as everyone comes in, hey Carter, welcome. As everyone comes in, you know how I do. I give it like 5 minutes. Yeah, I'm not staying for 2 hours tonight. This is going to be within an hour. So I'm just going to give like 5 minutes so people can start coming in. Salix Nigra Roy, welcome. Today we're going to do a continuation of energy. And I want you guys to see something because we're not going to be here long. But before we get started, we have coming up group training. And that's this Friday. Okay. If you would like to be a part of Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, okay, these are the links you can use. You can use the website. And you can also use this website to book. Okay. So again, if you want to be a part of group training this Friday, it's at 7 p.m. Okay. And you can use these links to book on the website. But today I want you guys to see something I'm going to show you. And I know you guys already noticed it, but we're going to talk about it anyway. Okay. So I hope to see you guys there on Friday. So where are we? What do I want you guys to see today? So we're talking about energy. And we are talking about where they're trying to push the planet. And before we get started, let me just do a quick roll call. So Dimples, Connor, Avion, Brittany, Leanne, Kimberly, E. Carter, Salix Nigra, Sunshine, Azania, Chanelli, Maria, Sky Dancing, welcome. Okay. So Nathan, welcome. Leilani, welcome. So where they're taking the planet. Am I the only person who noticed that where they're taking the planet as they begin to push this agenda forward, have you noticed that ugliness is increasing? Let me show you what I mean. When I talk about beauty, hey Tanya, welcome. When I talk about energy and I talk about beauty, I don't mean superficial beauty, like nice hair, beautiful body. That's superficial. Okay, it's still beautiful, but it's still superficial, right? That's not the beauty I'm talking about. I want you to open your eyes for a second and pay attention to how we're being inundated. People are competing for who can give the worst possible news. And granted, many people are giving solutions. But have you noticed that with the rise of social media and the more they push this agenda forward, the more ugliness we see? Let me show you what I mean. Look at the architecture today. It's ugly. Look at the music today. The music is hideous. Okay? Look at the art today, what they call art. The art is horrific. Look at the culture. The culture is ugly. Look at the relationship between men and women. It's ugly. Have you noticed? Am I the only person who noticed this? Look at the relationship between adults and children. It's gross. It's not even ugly. It's just gross. Look at how religions treat each other. It's ugly. And yet the three major religions claim they come from the same root. It's ugly. Have you noticed that the deeper we are forced to go into this new world they're creating, the less beauty we see? Bingo, Nathan. Ugliness is disharmony. Ugliness is disharmony. That's powerful. Let's put that up. Ugliness is disharmony. Okay? Have you noticed? The more they push their view of the world, the uglier it is. Now, I'm not here to criticize anyone. I'm not here to criticize anyone. I'm the last person to criticize. I'm just making an observation. Have you noticed that the artists, back in the days, when a person was called an artist, they would always be the pillar of beauty? Beautiful body, smart, they would look beautiful all the time. They spoke, they spoke beautifully. They embodied beauty because art mimicked beauty. Even when they had to tell a story about murder, go back and look at these black and white movies. Even when it's a horror movie, there was still a standard of beauty. There was still restraint. There was still restraint. And have you noticed, now that there's no restraint, what they call art is ugliness? Now, here's my question to you guys. What does the ugliness we see have to do with energy? Hey, Merlin. Hey, Queen. Welcome. The ugliness that they keep bombarding us with, what does it have to do with energy? Miss M, welcome. I want you guys to think about this question for a second because we're going somewhere. Think about this for a second. What do you think is behind the ugliness? Okay. Remember, we're talking about energy. What are these people looking into? What are they looking at? What are they drawing from? Vibrating too low. Okay, that's one, but I'm going somewhere. What is their inspiration? That whatever is inspiring them, they mimic. And why is it that everything they mimic is ugly? Yes, it leads you to a low vibration, Queen. You got that right. Regina, welcome. Where are they drawing their inspiration from? Is it from an ascended source? Or is it from above? Is it light? Or is it's that's where I'm going, it's evil? So is it that where they're taking us? So if it's evil, because we're seeing the outgrowth of their inspiration, right? It's a degraded source. It's a lower energy. Okay. Okay. Now, if the energy they're drawing from is a lower form of energy, where they're taking us, where they would like to take us in this new world, is it going to be anything good for the human race? If the fountain, the well they're drawing from is degraded, it's a low vibration, exactly. The answer is no. Okay. So here's something else I want you to think about. Now, you have something on your skin called pores. Pores, little holes in the membrane of your skin. So you are constantly absorbing. Is that correct? Okay. So if they inundate, I want you to pay attention. If they inundate the airways, look at this. Let's see here. Let's see. Let's see if you can get an answer here. I want to show you something. They don't block me from seeing it and give me an answer. Okay. So they say there are 1.5 million sites. Over 1.5 million. Okay. And there are more than 300 million daily cell phone users. And the skin, that's the cell phone towers. Okay. Let's see. Radio masts and towers. Let's see how much there are. We have a number. Let's see how much radio towers. Radio masts and towers. Okay, so we don't have a number. So let's say there are millions. And you have skin on your body. And the radio pumps out this ugly music. Even though you don't put the station on, if they're blasting, listen carefully to the question. If the radio towers are everywhere, You can't stop it. And they're blasting this hideous music through these towers, right? Are you absorbing the ugly music? Even though you don't turn on that radio station, are you absorbing it? You're taking it into your bodies. Okay. So they go and they make these movies with gore. And in the old days, when they made the movie, they would never let you see blood shedding. They would never let you see, the person actually dying. They'll just fake it, like fake it, so you know it's fake. They don't do that anymore. They want you to see the person's intestines spill out, their head blown out. Okay. So we're surrounded with 5G towers, internet towers, and cable installations. If you don't watch it and they're blasting this through the airwaves, are you absorbing it? I want you to think about this for a second. We're talking about energy. So that's just music and movies. What about architecture? What about architecture? Okay. Right, you're absorbing it. So they build buildings, and when you look at the buildings look like they have devil horns. And buildings, they hold shape esoterically, right? So they build buildings, and some of the buildings, the old architecture, they have two devil horns at the top. Or you go inside of the building, and you look up at the ceiling, and the design of the ceiling is all cobwebs, and it's holding energy of all the people that ever went into the building. Let me ask you a question. Are you absorbing it? Are you absorbing the energies that's inside of buildings? Yes. So that's three. So that's architecture, music, movies. Let's get to art, or what they call art today. Because remember, music, movies, architecture is not just the building or the music or the movie. It's the energy of the people that goes into it that you're absorbing as well. And with all these towers around, we are constantly absorbing because it's constantly blasting these energies, whether we tune in or not. That's right, sky dancing. No cell phone reception. That's right. Whether we tune into that radio station, we're absorbing it. You know why? Because the frequencies are constantly blasting. Your next door neighbor could be watching a horror movie. You're absorbing it. Why? Because the frequencies are constantly blasting. Yep, a lot of people are losing their hair, and they're losing their hair because it's being fried because of the increase in radiation poisoning. As I sit here right now, you know what they did? I don't use wireless. I don't use wireless at all. Hold on. Okay. So what they did is they found a way to circumvent this. I use landline, and they still found a way to torture me, and they're hitting me right now with weapons as I'm sitting here. Right in my pelvic area, being hit with weapons as I'm sitting here. Because I'm telling you guys about these entities. You need to detox. Your body has too much radiation, probably. especially if you live in a big city. And I escaped them from New York, and they followed me. They followed me to Arizona. They followed me to where I am now. No, you need to detox, not just organize. Detox. You got to take detox baths. Okay? So one of the things about this demonic horde is that they don't like, especially in the United States. I haven't found this anywhere else but the United States. The entities that have taken over this country, no, they want everyone fried and roasted and being tortured. They feed off of it. It's their food. Okay. And this didn't happen to me until I went into those two churches. The torture. Never knew what torture was until I went into those two churches. Why? Because of the demonic energy. Okay. I want you guys to think about energy and ugliness. So, if we know, I want you to pay attention to this. If we know we're seeing a pattern of behavior, this is not going to be a long live, but this is a live for you to think. It's not going to be a long live, but it's one that I want you to begin to think, and then I want you to begin to act. We can see that as they push the planet into their dream of where they want the planet to go, we can see a world that lacks beauty. We see a world that's filled with unspeakable ugliness because the entities these so called humans are drawing from looks like the reality they want to create. So, if we can see it with our two eyes, what do you think the 6 billion humans should be doing today? The answer is in the title of this video. What do you think we should be doing? Should we be creating ugliness? Yes, Unika, you got it. Yes, Washington State. Yes, 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 yes. Yes, the Pacific Northwest. Yep, yep. What do you think we should be doing? Bingo, Avion. Bingo. Every day we wake up. Cat hen, you got that right. Every day we wake up. What energy should we be putting to push back and cancel their energies? I agree, Unika. We should be cultivating beauty. Visualize the world we want and little by little work to create it. They are working. Yes, Nathan, you're right. Thank you, Avion. Thank you, Anika. They're attempting to overlay this world with their ugly vision, but not just their ugly vision, them, them. They are turning this planet into what they look like. They're turning this planet into what they look like. Yes, gratefulness, smiling, laughter, true parents, happiness, love. Okay, these are good, but what else should we be doing? How can we create beauty every day? We have to be cultivating beauty every day. I don't mean you have to dress up to the nines and have perfect hair and a perfect body, and that's not what I'm saying. Fasting, chalk type game expression. How do we cultivate beauty? If we see someone in need, even though we have to be very careful today, very careful, very careful. But if someone is in need and it's safe and you can do it, isn't that beautiful? Not just joyful thoughts, not just beautiful words. If you have birds outside of your window and you got some bread left over, shouldn't you feed the birds? If you know you can do something well and you see someone struggling and it's safe to help them. Notice I said it's safe because it's a lot of ugliness. So we have to be careful when we help people. I didn't say go out there and start helping people. It's not safe. If we deem it safe to help someone, not with money, because that's not safe either, but you can help someone, shouldn't we help someone? We should be cultivating evil. Oh, God, no. Oh, I curse that. I curse that. That's a Freudian slip. We should be cultivating beauty. Yes, feed the fish, use organic products, but I'm not just talking about us. I'm talking about externalizing beauty. They are externalizing ugliness. We should be cultivating beautiful art. We should cultivate and support beautiful art. When a person has a kind spirit, we should appreciate people who are kind, not see them as weak and abuse them. We should not be worshiping these scumbags that have billions of dollars and they got it from robbing the poor, and then we want to be rich like them. No, because we're going to end up like them. Give me some ways we can cultivate beauty around us. And I don't want to hear anything pertaining to making yourself beautiful. Let's say you already made yourself beautiful. How can you make the world around you beautiful? And I don't mean beautiful hair and nails. How can you make the world around you beautiful? How can you do it? How can you do that? Play an instrument. Oh, yes. Yes. Instrument is a meditation, but not just meditation for you, meditation for a group of people. That's a good one. Walk in the woods. That's a very good one. Haitian recipes. Playing your dishes for friends and family. That's a good one. Clean environment. That's a good one. Seed bombs. That's a good one. Smile at the store. Smile at the store to raise the frequency. Be polite to the cashier at the store. Ask the cashier at the store, how's your day going? A lot of these people stand on their feet for 12 hours, very little breaks, to deal with all sorts of people, and no one ever said to them, how are you today? And they stand on their feet for 12 hours and then still can't make their rent. Yes, that's a good one. Just saying to the cashier, thank you. Have a beautiful day. How will we give a real compliment? That's a good one. Love on animals. Take care of them. Don't kill them. I agree. I have to admit, I'm a meat eater. So emotional stimulation, healing of the mind. Okay, that's for you, Patrick, but how can you stimulate someone else's mind? Smile at the people on the street. It can change someone's life. Keep a beautiful home. Okay? Plaiting, Tanya, plaiting. Say hi to people when you walk down the street. Okay? How else? Are any of you creative? Are any of you, you know, can we help someone? Okay? Be careful helping people with money because it's not safe. Okay? People's nature has have changed with these towers and absorbing all these evil frequencies. People's nature have changed. Random acts of kindness, genuine compliments, volunteering, sending good vibrations to Africa, everywhere. We need the good vibrations here too. Drawing, painting. Let's say, you're gifted at painting. Hey, perhaps, teach someone. Say, hey, I want to do an hour of free painting once a month. Complimenting on business calls. Ask for supervisor to give commendation for great service. Yes. Okay, someone is working in customer service. Okay, and they get you, you know, usually when we get customer service, we're so happy to get someone. And I've been guilty of this. I had to scream at the customer service, and then I stayed there and I apologized for 10 minutes. I said, I am so sorry. I'm not like this. And I took like 10 minutes. I'm being honest. It's something that just really aggravated me. And I apologized and I said, listen, I am not yelling at you. I do not want to ruin your day. I apologize, but this person was phenomenal. And I said to them, I said, I usually don't do reviews, or surveys. I said, but because he was so phenomenal, I'm going to do a survey and I'm going to recommend you get a raise because I was angry and I was just like, ah, and you just never skipped a beat, right? Complimenting people on a job well done. One of the ways we can cultivate beauty is working on not being jealous. Yes, pay respects and say hi whenever it's safe. Paying it forward. Art in the parks. Dance in the park. If you dance, why not form a dance circle? A drum circle. Do you know how magnificent I miss the drum circle? I wish I could do a drum circle here. Do you know how amazing drum circles are for releasing stress? Join the local choir. Start a street choir. Start a choir outside in the park. Okay? Okay, my friend was stressed and I sent her my Spotify and Amazon playlist of Amapiano songs. Yep. Less anger. There's a lot of angry people. So go out in the park, get a microphone, and start singing. Why not? We know they want us in a world, a dystopian world where there's no beauty, where a boy doesn't know he's a boy and a girl doesn't know he's a girl. And in order for the boy to be a boy, you have to cut off this and glue it onto that, and now he's a boy. I mean, I wish I knew some like really good drummers here. I'd be out in the park every day, every weekend. Do a library meetup. Okay, do a story time in the park. Why does it have to be inside? If it's cold outside, I understand that. But like if you live in like a warm place, right? Listen to Renetta. Go teach seniors fitness and dancing at their level. Okay? Okay. How many elderly people who gave so much for us to be here have no family? Have no family. Here's a good one. How about this one? Find out where all your food banks are and make cards. The cards cost like what, $10? And you put little cards all over, little cheap little cards all over. And it says food bank. And you put all the numbers where they can call a food bank. Okay? Yeah. How about that? Remove a lot of poison foods in restaurants. Well, that's policy. That's a tough one. Library, yes. Gridding around your area, especially with less trees around. What's gridding? feeding the homeless, planting a garden. Do you have an empty lot where you live? Is your neighborhood like drab? Say, hey, can we like grow some flowers in the neighborhood? Cleaning up your neighborhood if it's safe to do so. Subscription boxes are great gifts for women. Donate to your favorite YouTuber. Subscription boxes. Okay? Gift boxes. Do you have an elderly person living in your building? Do you know an elderly person who doesn't have anyone to talk to? Okay? Give them a call. Okay, certify your dog. That's a great one, Barbara. Certify your dog and then go visit the hospitals and retirement home. People, we have to cultivate beauty. Come on, keep going. Think about ways we can make things beautiful. Running water, plants. We can give the gift of a plant. How about that? Formation of certain crystals. Ah, grid work. Oh, that's a great one. Grid work. Oh, with all the cuckoo towers. I get it. I get it. Grid work. Yep. Okay. How about you, like, you give plant gifts, beautiful plants, and you give them as gifts. How's that? Okay. How about you form a little dance group? How about you do reading in the park? I grew a cherry tree, and all my neighbors came over to get some every season. That is beautiful. Give out apples. Okay, when feeding the homeless, don't give them poison food and drinks. I agree. Give them something decent to eat. Right? How can we cultivate beauty? Help someone with something. Okay? How can we cultivate beauty? And sometimes it's as simple as have a nice day. Whatever you're going through, you're going to make it through this. Teach someone something. How many of you are skilled and you can donate your time? We have to cultivate beauty. Why? Because they are cultivating ugliness. Do something that doesn't benefit you but benefits someone else greatly. Do forest and mountain trails and walks in the wilderness. Yes, trash in nature makes me upset. So what do? We gotta let's form a group. Let's clean up a lake. Let's clean up a river. Okay, that might need, depending on what kind of poison is in there, that might be a little bit like, buy cold pressed juices for a friend, invite someone for coffee, jazz. The matrix can track acts of random kindness, but watch this. If we go out there and we wake up in the morning and we say, okay, I'm going to do one thing today that cultivates beauty for myself, energetically, or for someone out there. I'm going to wake up and I'm going to do one thing of beauty today. Okay? Not just good, something beautiful. Writing someone a card, telling someone I love you, telling someone I care about you. One thing. Feeding a bird, feeding a squirrel. One thing of beauty today. We can begin to nullify this constant evil energies we're being bombarded with every day, nonstop, 24/7. Every day we see on social media someone getting robbed, someone getting killed, someone being murdered, someone being mass murdered, someone being shot, someone being harmed. We have to start cultivating beauty today. So, for the past couple of days, right, I started my practice of cultivating something beautiful. And I woke up this morning and I started to play Malian classical music. Ah, beautiful music. Let me send you guys the link. I'll send you guys the link. It's really beautiful music. Okay? Let's raise our vibration and let's raise our standards. Okay? I'm not saying, you can't watch a movie. I'm not God. You do whatever the hell you want. All right? Okay. Oh, I found this too. Black composers. I mean, you can listen to white composers too. I don't care. This is just one that I listened to this morning. Let me write this down. Black composers of the 1800s. So this is one guy. Thought this was really good. Right? I don't care whether you listen to white composers, black composers, whatever. But guys, you gotta hear this. So this is so now YouTube is telling me about ad blockers. Okay. I think you guys will find this fascinating. Let me put this here. Okay. All right. So guys, as we go about our day, try to find one thing per day where you create beauty. Doesn't have to be big. It's Kora music. So it's just I listen to this music. I literally feel something lifting me up and taking me to the ancestral realm. It's like it's just oh my god. It just does something to your brain. I don't know what it does. It's like my soul needed it. I mean, it's just so beautiful. It makes no sense. But really and truly, cultivate beauty one time a day. It can be small, it can be medium, it can be big. And be selfless when you do it. Okay? Because we are being bombarded energetically. N Black. N Black says, "Hello, everyone. I missed you, Rain. It's been almost 5 years since I listened to you. I just saw the comment. Thank you for all that you do and have done. Helps me heal my matriarch side of the family. Yay! Painting someone's nails who isn't able to do it themselves. Oh my God, I missed so many comments. Okay, thank you. No problem. Yeah, guys. So, really and truly, if you can and if it's safe, remember, keyword is safe, cultivate beauty around you. Cultivate peace as much as possible. If we all did this, we could dismantle these very, very hideous entities. And I don't mean their physical looks, I mean, we're being inundated with ugliness. And the people are absorbing it and becoming ugly. And if you're a jealous person, work on jealousy. Jealousy is no good. It's no good to be jealous. No, I'm not saying anyone here. I'm just saying in general. It's no good. Praise someone. And don't think about whether they did it better than you. Who cares? There's always going to be someone better than you. If someone writes well, tell them, "Wow, you write really well." There's nothing wrong with that. If someone sings better than you, "Wow, you sing really well." If someone paints better, who cares? Praise the person. You don't have to constantly praise the person when they're there, but praise them when no one is there until you get the jealousy out, until you're free from jealousy. Free yourself from jealousy. It's a prison. Free yourself from hatred. It's a prison. Hate the evil, hate their evil actions, but free yourself from these things. All right, guys? And cultivate beauty. And the most important thing about cultivating beauty is this: you got to have people who love beauty as much as you do. Because if the person loves being ugly and you want to cultivate beauty, you're going to clash. So you got to love beauty and they have to love it too. And remember, not everyone is where you are. Some people love chaos. Some people love confusion. They love drama. Okay? We must cultivate beauty in our lives. And when beauty is given to us, stop and show gratitude. Be gracious. Stop and smell the rose. When we have an opportunity where beauty is given to us in whatever form, be grateful and be gracious, right? Because there are people around the world. Look at the people in Palestine. Look at the people in Congo. Where is their beauty? Okay? So let's think about these things. All right? So, what we're going to do on Friday, we're done. I just wanted to leave you guys with an uplifting message. Really think about this. It's a simple message, but think about it. One of the things I want you guys to do, I want you guys to look around you. Look at your social media. And how much ugliness do you see? Do you need all that ugliness? Nah. Let's put some more beautiful things out there, right? Be people that cultivate beauty in our lives and be people that act beautiful and make that the standard until these demons kick rocks, right? So I hope to see everyone there on Friday. Let me send you guys the link. Okay, this is the link to book. It's only going to be on the 23rd, Friday, 23rd, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And this month, okay, one second here. This month we're doing Africa, the Americas, the Pacific, and the Caribbean. And we're going to be transmuting a lot of evil because there's a lot of evil going on in these places. By the way, if you contacted me and said, hey, Renetta, I want to be there Friday, please contact me again because I'm not sure I got everyone. Okay? So if you contacted me about Friday, 7 p.m., that's our private group session. Okay? Contact me again. And you know how it goes. If you can afford it, pay for it. If you can afford something, let me know. And if you can't, email me and say, hey, I want to be there. I'm just having a hard time. I will never tell you no. Okay? And this is my way of one of my ways of cultivating beauty. Right? I give to you, you give to me, we share. Okay? All right, guys. I love you guys. I hope you guys love me too. Giving a flower. Flowers are always beautiful. Guys, cultivate beauty in your life. As I am talking to you, they are radiating me in my pelvic area. That's what they're doing. And you'd never tell from my voice. 2 nights ago, they radiated me with weapons from 6 in the evening till 5:50 the next day. So literally 24 hours of radiation directed energy weapons all throughout the night while I was sleeping. You would never guess that I'm being tormented and tortured with weapons. But you know what? I'm not them. I am not ugly. That's the difference. I'm not ugly. They are. Okay, guys? So, guys, as I always leave you, love each other. Love each other. And most importantly, love yourself. And cultivate something beautiful every day. Doesn't have to be big, but just do it and do it every day. And sometimes you fail, sometimes you be pissed off. Okay? But just do it anyway. All right, guys? So I'll see you guys on Friday. Love yourself and love each other. Bye.